What is going on, gamers? This is Dr. Redstone signing in to another episode on the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be going over heroic mode, but we're doing it a little bit different this time around. We're not going to be going over novice. We're not going to be going over those hardcore stages. I want to jump right into the intermediate stages and seeing exactly what we need to do to make sure and get a plus version for heroic mode armor. Before we get into this video, let me know down in the comment section below if any of you guys go through and actually craft the plus version of the armor. Showed you guys exactly how to do it and how easy it is to do it over a novice. So as a beginner, they can go ahead and grab this armor. Now as an advanced player, somebody has got a couple different ultimate armors or exclusive pluses. I definitely don't think that many of you guys are going for the heroic mode plus, but definitely let me know down in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. Alrighty, gamers, and we're gonna jump on into this one over here in the global account. You guys can see we are just shy of 10,000 gems. Definitely use a number of gems on that last run. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, we're gonna be jumping over into the intermediate stages. I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple of my strongest knights over here, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Definitely gonna take a couple friends. Now there's a couple different things, and we're gonna talk about it in today's episode. Usually what I like to look at. Now let's see, let's grab these guys and we can talk a little bit more as the battle progresses. Now there's a couple different questions I always ask myself when getting into heroic mode and seeing exactly how well my knights are going to do. Usually I want to see how well my knights are going to do, how well my first friend is going to go ahead and take me into battle. Also keeping in mind the level up trick is definitely a good one to use, especially with these stages. These stages are really hard. I've gone through them a couple times trying to get them figured out a little bit, and it definitely seems like usually it's going to take you about 2 friends. Now I'm not sure if you can go through maybe using 1 friend and using that level up trick. We're going to go ahead and see how long our knights last as well as our first friend. I know with that hell trick from the first friend, it definitely should perform pretty well. And I know that 1 knight can definitely get you fairly far, or at least get you almost all the way through. So you guys might not need to use 2 ultimate armors. Maybe if you guys go through and use the level up trick or anything like that, that definitely might be handy. Or you guys be able to get, you know, far enough progressed into it that you guys can let your guys' knights heal up just a little bit and jumping into battle. So it looks like, so our first 3 knights, they all went down a couple turns ago. Looks like we've got our first ultimate armor definitely getting us all the way to the final stage. Definitely good to know. And then the second ultimate armor is going to come in the clutch and get that one right there. So we're going to go ahead and accept that one. So definitely can go ahead and take that over with 2 ultimate armors. Let's jump into Guardian Crossing. And I don't know, let's see, do we got a couple different guys here? I know that this lineup definitely is not as strong as the other one. We've got the air and fire, definitely a little bit lower on the HP, but let's go ahead and jump into battle. Actually, let's take DrLucasWho. Big shout out to the homie. Make sure and check out the link down in the description. Go check out his channel and let him know that the doctor sent you. I want to try and find somebody almost as strong as he is. Here we go. Let's take Steve with us. So we've got Luke with 30,000, Steve with 29.6. That's definitely way up there when it comes to the ultimate armors. And let's go ahead and jump on into battle. Now, the one thing that I would say is we probably don't need to take our 3 knights, especially if they go down like this. You know, obviously the last one, we didn't need to take the 3 knights because the ultimate armors definitely did the trick. So we could always take 1 and then jump into it and allow our 2 friends. Similar to as Fairy Forest, we don't really need to take the 3 knights. The only reason why we do is in case the 2 ultimate armor friends cannot clutch it in the end, then we want to back out, regen just a little bit, and then jump on back into battle. Now you guys can see there, we got all the way to 4 stages with our 3 knights. Now is that really going to help us? Not really. Not when this ultimate armor already jumps into battle, already loses that health and uses that health trick, so it doesn't really help us too much in the end. But right here, if both of these knights go down, when we jump back into battle, we do have our 3 knights there as a little bit of a buffer, which is definitely going to help us maybe a little bit more in the long run. So let's go ahead and see if we can take this guy out. Ooh, real close right there. So see, something like that might be a prime opportunity to take those 3 knights. So then go ahead and jump back into battle with that one. And now let's go ahead and jump on over here into Sparkling Steeps. For this one, let's go ahead and jump on over. I definitely want to take my ultimate armors, as we do have those guys over on the European server. So let's all jump on over to that account. Now jumping on over into this one, the one thing I definitely got to say is this armor, not the greatest. I do not like how they use the elements for this one with earth and fire. The last one was fire and air. Definitely not something that you're going to want to go for, especially for the plus version in my opinion. But like I said, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. Where we, oh, we already started that one. Let's go ahead and start that one all over. So Sparkling Steeps, heroic mode. We're going to go ahead and take our other ultimate armor. This one, I think we're just going to go ahead and go with the water. I know I've got the spirit on this one, but I do not have that thing leveled up right now. So let's go ahead and find our 2 friends to go ahead and take us into battle. Now, honestly, this is a little bit easier than I thought. The one thing I would definitely say is it will be quite a bit of a grind to go ahead and get this done, as you will need to use those 2 knights and you're going to get done with that fairly quickly. But it's definitely going to be a little bit of a grind. But if you guys want to go for this one, maybe if it was a good elemental combination, it might be worthwhile. So we'll see exactly what they do with that one in the future. So like I said, typically, you know, we might not even need to bring our first 3 knights, but just in case, and especially for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and bring the 3 knights and see exactly what happens at the very end to see if we need to jump back into battle. Maybe we can get this thing won with a lucky stun, and having our 3 knights and Shatter Shield might help us a little bit more in the end. These ultimate armors definitely seem to take it a little bit farther though. So that is definitely something to consider. So if you've got maybe the 3 ultimate armors, you guys might be able to use the 3 ultimate armors and maybe 1 friend, which is definitely going to help out quite a bit in the long run. Because I think, what do we got? 6 stages, 2 friends for each one. We got 16, 32, 64. I don't even know if we have enough friends in the very length of heroic mode to be able to get that done if you needed 2 friends for every single one on this one. So let's go ahead and take a look. We did get a little bit of a lucky stun on that one. Let's see if our second, come on. Oh, that was so close right there. We got a little bit of a lucky stun. I'm going to back out. I want to just try this one more time and just show you guys. So as we jump into this one, we do still have these guys here. Yet again, they are all super low health. So if we waited a little bit of time, 180 HP every hour. Let's go ahead and see how close we can get this final boss, and we can talk about time frame and timing and seeing how long it would take or how much health we probably would need. So these guys are always going to jump in with the same amount of health, so this will definitely give us a pretty good indicator. So it looks like he had a fair amount of health, so I'm assuming we probably would need about 4 to 5 hours possibly to let that one heal up, which is definitely not very possible if you're doing this in a 24-hour time period. Let's go ahead and jump into Blazing Tides. Now, I definitely don't think that we need to get these things all the way leveled up. As you guys know, typically that first friend in the ultimate armor is going to be pulling a majority of the weight. And I definitely want to see if a majority of them are going to be pulling that weight. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. We're going to take Happy and Ferdy here. And let's go ahead and get this one started. So as you guys can see, these ones definitely have quite a bit of stages. So I want to see if this first ultimate armor friend is definitely going to take us all the way to the end. And something to definitely keep in mind, so the level up trick, which is very hard to time it exactly on the very final stage. So if you guys have a couple of those ultimate armors and a couple of plus exclusives, that's definitely going to come in handy. So typically you guys can probably take maybe this one night. It seems like the first night definitely is able to get through a majority of all these stages no problem. It definitely doesn't look like it's losing at all. So typically you can bring that one friend with you, and it's going to go ahead and get you progress quite a bit there. So with that, if you can probably do it, if you've got a couple of those ultimate armors and exclusive pluses, take that one friend, level up somewhere near the end here, because especially too, if that first ultimate armor is going to go through that one stage, Let's see how well this one will do. Oh, this thing isn't gonna, it's not gonna be able to do it either. Let's see how close we can get. And looks like he had maybe just about a quarter, maybe a third of health right there. So that's gonna be a little bit right there. So definitely want to use the level up trick for something, for blazing tides right there. Let's go and jump on over into the desert and see how far these guys are gonna get us here. And I feel like a lot of these ones are going to be majority of the level up tricks, especially now we're starting to see a pattern. We got sparkling steeps, we got the volcano. We're definitely seeing that we're going to need that level up. And like I said, let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the heroic mode armor? I definitely feel like for beginners, that's exactly where it is. You know, the beginners, you're able to get through those first 6 stages using just your friends. You can take that fusion boost armor as long as you've got a knight over 1150 HP. You guys are definitely going to be good to go. And personally, when you're that early in the game, you know, a really strong air and fire, you know, armor, or just like this one, an earth and fire armor is definitely going to help out quite a bit as you progress in later stages. Oh, look at that. So we have finally lost our first friend. That was the first one right there. So on, what is this one called? The desert. So the desert stage, you guys are going to go ahead and need to use both friends to go ahead and get you guys progress all the way through. Let's see. We almost just lost that guy right there. And I know that both of the ultimate armors with that health trick is definitely going to be able to get you through each one of those stages. So even if this guy were to go down, I know that we can go ahead and jump back into battle, and it's going to go ahead and get us all the way to the final stage. So if we did go ahead, like I said, using that level up, so keep that in mind. You guys are definitely going to want that so very close to leveling up. Even if you guys level up a stage or 2 early, that's definitely going to be a little bit better than leveling up a little bit later on that one. I think that was the final boss. Let's jump into it. Yep, 8 of 8. So we got the final boss right there. We're gonna go and just jump in this one, let this one roll and finish out. And hopefully this one gives you guys a little bit of a help, giving you guys a little bit of an understanding on exactly how hard these stages are. My personal opinion, I definitely don't think that the heroic mode plus personally is worth it. I don't feel like the elements that they have, they definitely counteract each other. Which definitely makes it not worth it for me. The earth and fire is not something that I'm going to take in raid. More than likely not something I'm going to use in arena. I don't know when I would ever use that armor at really any point in time, to be honest with you. So personally, I don't think that the elements that they're using is allowing us to be, the most efficient or effective with those armors. And that is just my opinion. So hopefully you guys, maybe some of you guys agree with me. And if you guys disagree with me, down in the comment section below, definitely let me know why and what your guys' thoughts are on that one. So let's see if this first ultimate armor friend is going to go ahead and take us all the way to the final bout. And yeah, like I said, definitely that level up trick is going to be tough. It's going to be tricky. I know I've made a mistake on that one plenty of times. And it's definitely not something that you're going to want to do, especially when you're using your friends. You definitely don't want to level up too early. You got your HP, 3 HP every minute, 180 HP every hour, depending upon how much health you guys are looking to go ahead and get. If you guys go about 5 hours, that's going to go ahead and give you a pretty good amount of HP there. So typically it's going to be a couple hours and you guys should be able to get that thing all knocked out. So definitely something to consider. I would probably try it out. I don't think I would spend all of the gems to go through and revive. Say you went through and revived every single time. That's going to cost you about 40 gems per star crystal, and 40 gems times 6. That definitely doesn't seem worth it to me. But if you guys need the armor that bad, maybe it might be, but I definitely don't think that it would be. Is that the final? That is the final one right there. So there you guys go. You guys can definitely see how far these ultimate armor friends are going to go ahead and get you for the intermediate stages. I do feel like it's definitely possible right here. If we were to level up and maybe go in with our full knights, we probably could go ahead and get this thing all the way knocked out. Maybe if I waited to go ahead and get this thing, if I was closer, maybe over here, probably would have leveled up maybe a stage or 2 before it. If I go ahead and wait the 9 hours and 24 minutes and get full health, I'm sure I can jump back into this one and be able to beat it without a problem. But the issue with that one is I'm not going to really be able to wait 9 hours more than twice in a 24-hour time period. So we will be losing time with a bunch of our friends. So definitely, I mean, I would have to go through and get a couple lucky level ups and then be able to wait, 2 of those rounds to go ahead and wait for our HP to regen. It's definitely a little bit of a longer video, as this one definitely took a little bit longer to go through each and every single one of those stages, and hopefully this one helped. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys normally go for the plus stages? What do you guys really do for heroic mode? Do you guys use it? I know a lot of people use these stages to go ahead and grind out the gold. I don't know exactly how worth it is to get a whole bunch of gold. I know that we have Gwen's deals currently going on right now. Usually the only thing that I do is I jump into there and I take a look for the fusion boost, and I also look for the ring and the amulet boost, as those ones definitely help you out a whole bunch in the long run. You guys can see here we bought the fusion boost armor, 2.3 million gold, which is definitely easy when we've got a bunch of millions of gold stacked up. So definitely let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that like button. Definitely helps me out more than you know. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for future videos, make sure to put that down in the comment section below. And as always,
don't forget
to subscribe before you go. This is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks, YouTube.